again. It's been a while. I hate to admit that it has been a while, people. Anyways, let's talk. Um, why am I live today and why am I talking about school stories? One, I'm bored. Two, I have amazing news. I got a tablet, meaning I will be able to draw soon and draw animation and other such, which will be awesome because I would love to draw more often. Anyways, so let's talk a bit. What funny stories do I have? Couples. School couples. No, mind you, I don't have anything against people being gay or kissing and all that other such. Why do I hate the fact of couples at school? Let me tell you why. Because, in mind you, this was freshman year. I was in art, so after art, I would go to lunch. How our lunches worked would be hours. I had sea lunch, would which would be probably like in the middle, so it was like kind of the last lunch, but wasn't. So I had sea lunch. So I had art. I was in art class doing my project. Of course, I kind of got lazy with it and decided to go on my phone and watch TV because the teacher did not care. They always just said, "Oh, well, if you just don't get caught, you know." Okay, whatever. So of course, I'm doing my laddie daddy, doing the same thing as usual, and out of effing nowhere, before I even go to the damn restroom, mind you, class has not even started yet, there's a lady and her boyfriend. They are literally face to face, noses touching and everything, talking, hugging, being a lovey dovey, like, oh my gosh, like, gosh. So I'm like, mind you, they're right in front of the hallway. People can see them. And people are even looking at them like, okay. Walking past. So, of course, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I guess. So, of course, I'm walking past, giving them a weird side eye look, kinda. Also, hi. Um, I kind of just said halfway through the story. I don't know if you could back up a bit. But I'm talking about school stories where there was this couple in front of my art class. Class hasn't even started, and they're literally noses touching, looking straight at each other, being a lovey-dovey. Um, it's funny. It's really funny. And so I walk past the little lovey-dovey couple, whatever. Um, and they're full on staring eye to eye at each other. And I look at the girl. The girl notices me, and she gives me just like a look, like who the hell are you look, basically, right? Gosh, I hate couples. Okay, they give me that look, and it's like so weird because hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Also hi. I said hi back. I said hi back. I promise. Uh, also I'm eating, so ignore that. Um, and I walk past her and I go to the restroom. I come back. Class is already starting. Not realizing she sits in the same seat as me. She sits in front of me. And of course, I get my project. I'm doing my project, whatever. It's art class, okay? She looks at me and says, hey. I'm like, hi? Not even hearing. And she's like, so it was with that look earlier. I'm like, huh? Mind you, I'm stupid. So I'm like, huh? Huh? Like, what do you mean? Because I'm a little slow, you know, guys? I'm a little slow. And she's like, yeah, you were looking at my man. I'm like, girl, no one wants your man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like you or your man. This is freshman year. This is freshman year. Of course I have beef with people for no reason. And she's like, no, you have something with my man because you were just looking at us when we were literally talking to each other. I'm like, ma'am, I was looking at you because your noses are literally face to face to each other. Like, you need to be that close. Also, you're public. and other people were looking at you as you walked by, and you were in the middle of the walkway where I needed to get by to go to the restroom. Mind you, I had to throw up too, so you kind of were in my way. It's like, that's not an excuse for you to be all giving that look. I'm like, no, ma'am. I was very uncomfortable. That was the look I was giving you. um, Also, hi. And she did not like the answer. So, what she did was grab the water to the paint that we dipped our brushes in and poured it all over my paper. And I just look at her like, is this what we do now as freshmen? We're just childish now. Do we really just do this crap? And of course, yes, hi, I do remember you. And I just look at her and I don't say anything because I'm just like, I'm mad. I want to punch her, but I don't punch her. Why? Because I would get suspended, and I already have a suspension on my record, which will be another story in a bit. Also, hi, and so since she did that, I just get up because the teacher saw, and the teacher told her, "Hey, let's not do that now," and told her to pick up the mess. And he said that I would get an A for my assignment anyway since it's been destroyed. Also, bye bye. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I just went on my phone through the entire hour. After the bell rings, we're all heading to lunch because that's how our hour works. So I'm walking to lunch. Guess who's waiting outside the classroom? Her boyfriend. And she instantly goes to her boyfriend, and I'm grabbing my bag and stuff because I carried a bag. It was like a binder in a bag at the same time. It was weird. And I put my Chromebook in and I just carry and put it over my shoulder and I walk past. All I hear for a second is that girl. I'm like, oh, of course she's telling her little baby daddy. She's telling her little e kitten. All right, I don't care. I just go to lunch. I go meet up with my friends. Of course, let's call them Kat, Brooke, Bree. Okay, I sit with them and we sit down, we're eating our food, chit chatting, gossiping. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have tea to tell them. I want to tell them what happened, you know? So I'm whispering to them about what happened. The girl overhears because somehow, I don't know if she's stalking or she purposely been sitting there and I never noticed, but she sits, um, has our, how our school lunchroom works, there's booths. We have lunch booths. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a restaurant. And then there'll be tables in the middle. And then at the other side of the lunchroom, there'll be just tables stacked to tables together. It's weird. And she's in one of the booths, and I didn't even notice her. Her and her boyfriend are gossiping. Mind you, her boyfriend has a different lunch period, so he kind of just skipped his class to be with her. I'm like, cool boyfriend, I guess. Like, really? You're gonna mess your like schedule like that for a girl? But okay, that's you. I'm not gonna judge you. And she she gets up because she tells her boyfriend, "Wait here." She gets up and comes over to my table. She comes over to her table, and she's like, if you have something to say about me, say it to my face. And I look up at her, and all my friends just look up at her because they're like, who is this girl and what is she saying? And so I look up at her, I'm like, ma'am, I'm telling my friends about what happened, about what you did, which was childish. And yes, I do refer to the people at school as ma'am or sir because it's a sign of respect. I don't know them yet, and I can't exactly disrespect them yet. Mind you, I'm pissed at this girl as it is, so I would disrespect her, but I'm feeling a bit nice today. So I decide to be like, hey, um, ma'am, listen, I'm telling them how childish you were being because what you did today was kind of childish, and I really just don't care, you know? So I'm telling them what happened because I would like some comfort. And she's like, well, you're talking bad about me. I'm like, ma'am, I'm not talking bad about you. I'm saying the exact story what you did in the classroom, like a 10-year-old. And last I checked, we're freshmen, and you're acting like a 10-year-old, and I'm surprised even kindergartners act better than you. She's livid about those words. 'Cause I don't know why. She's just pressed about it. So what she does, which also is so childish, mind you, I think I still have the clothes to this day because I decided to save it as memory. It does not fit me anymore, but I kept it because I was like, I want to tell the story to my freaking nieces and nephews, you know? So, uh, she freaking grabs my tray, and I know it's gonna seem like freaking some Disney movie, some freaking K drama, picks up my food and just lifts it, and I'm about to grab it from her because I'm like, that's my damn food, bro. I paid for that. She drops it all over me, and I just look at her like, okay, this is happening. Do I do anything about it? No. Do I say anything about it? No. Because I'm just shocked that this is happening. Bree, she gets up and smacks her. Bree is those type of girls, like she's white and stuff. No offense, people. Please understand. She's a white Texan, so you know what that means. You know what that means. She smacks her and yells at her. She just starts full on yelling. I don't even know what she's saying at this point because I'm just like in the zone debating if I should get up and hit this girl too or just sit in my own food. So, of course, I'm on phase at this moment because I've been bullied most of my year, so this is not even the worst of it. So I'm like, I just get up. The food just drops all over me. Mind you, the whole lunchroom is quiet now because they're hearing people argue. And um, I'm planning on doing animation actually about these funny school stories because I have an animation I can animate now. I'm planning on doing that soon. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I just get up, let all the food drop off of me, and I just look at my friend who's yelling, and I just tap her on the shoulder, and just like make that kind of like shush gesture, like don't don't yell anymore because I already saw the principal coming over, and as I know the school, they're gonna blame my friend of starting everything because she's the one yelling. So I just calmly say, don't start anything anymore because it's gonna be worse. The principal comes over. He's like, what's going on? Why are you covered in food? And oh my gosh, I wish I could hug the student so badly or give them a big old smooch because this student gets up, taps on the principal's shoulder, and tells them everything that happened. I love this freaking person, dude. They literally go, yeah, so that girl came up to their table and just started yelling at them. Mind you, she was talking to her friends and then she just dumped her food all over her. And the principal, gosh, I hate this school so much. He looks at me and just says, go get cleaned up at the nurse's office and then head to detention because now you have detention. I'm like, what did I do? But of course, I don't say anything because this is the school. I already know how the school is. The school is the type of people who they would just put the blame on the victim. So I just like say, okay. My friend starts yelling at the principal. And the principal, of course, is livid because my friend is yelling at them. So he gives her detention too. But what she does next is my friend literally goes, if this school is that crappy to even realize that a student's getting bullied, then it proves enough that you care less about your students than you care about your marriage. Which I did not understand what that meant, but apparently he was cheating on his wife, which I did not know anything about that. Apparently the whole school knew. I just didn't know because I wasn't really involved talking with a lot of people in school. But apparently he was cheating on his wife. That was interesting. Um, and I guess after that he took away my detention, and I got A pluses on all my schoolworks only for a bit, and then that was about it for the school year. But then I left, and then I came back after a while because I was sick. And ooh, this story's gonna be good. Okay, so also that girl did get suspended. She didn't come back, and she did apologize to me. She wrote me a whole letter. I don't have the letter anymore because I threw it away because I did not care for it. Uh, she also still makes out with that boy. She's still dating that guy to this day. It's so weird. They do apparently still smooch up right in front of the freaking classroom. Like, bro, please move. So, yeah. um, I was gonna tell another story. I forgot what it was gonna be about. I literally just said, oh yeah, and that's story for another time. What was it gonna be about? I literally just said it. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. Give me a big brain moment. Big brain moment. Give me a second. What was it? That boy. The boy was like, I think he was a junior. So if he probably already graduated. I think he graduated. Or he stayed behind for her. I can't remember. I don't go to the school anymore because I do online because I'm scared of going back. Hmm. But I think during the time when they were freshmen, I think he was either a junior or a sophomore. I know he was like a year older than her or something. Let me see. What was I gonna say? Because I knew I was gonna say something about one of the stories. Oh, right. Okay. There was also this other story of, okay, mind you, how the school works exactly, like the lunch periods and all that. There's first period, second period, third period, and the lunches, A, B, C, D. Right. I had C for most of the freshman year, and if you know how that works, you should know. You'll have an hour long class, and then you'll go to lunch. Um, During second semester, I got D lunch. Pretty bad, yeah, right. For someone who literally hates the school, but it is image. I remember I had waited for class to start, and I was waiting in the hallway because class wasn't open yet. And people are lining up behind me. Cool. Like you should. The hell? And dude, it's so funny. We all hear ruckus, and we don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't get, like I said, I don't communicate with school. I was that quiet kid who just literally stayed away from everyone because I did not want to be an issue. And I got bullied most of my life, so I know if I say anything, I'm another victim now. I'm gonna get bullied instantly. And I hear yelling, screaming, and of course, my mind is just going, okay, rowdy kids. Of course, they're yelling. Why am I not surprised? Don't they always just keep yelling, 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 yelling? I turn around, and apparently someone is fighting. Of course, I can't see what's happening because I'm literally in the front of the row. I can't see what's happening. So, of course, I just don't care. Turn back around, and I literally pull out my phone, and I'm literally just watching TV. Don't even care. And I don't know, or someone screams like a bloody murder. I turn around because I'm like, freak the hell out. I'm like, who the hell's dying now? Apparently, during the fight, the guy slipped on something. I forgot what he slipped on. I think it was water or something. And he landed on his arm and it bent it back. And when he got up, it was bended like completely back where it was broken. And everyone was just screaming like, "Oh my gosh, his arm, his arm!" The teachers start running out because now they're like freaking out. Usually they can't do anything until the fight is, very, very physical to the point someone's bleeding and stuff. And they start surrounding the boy. They try to help him and stuff get up. He's pushing him away with his other arm that's freaking fine. And one of the teachers pick him up, full on pick him up, and take him downstairs. Everyone's crying, screaming, whatever, being dramatic. And all you hear this boy say is, "You pussy, you can't even fight right." You can't even fight right. This man has a broken arm and he says that. I don't understand my school. I don't. Another thing about my school is that when you get into fights, the teachers tend to threaten you with, if you hit me, you're gonna get sued. Because if you don't know, in the law, in some schools, if you hit a teacher physically or, harmfully on purpose to intend murder or anything, you do get charged with a lawsuit or um, a attempted murder crime or anything such. It's in the law for some reason. I don't understand. Even though the teachers literally physically put themselves into the fights where they get hurt. And yes, I get it, that's their job. But sometimes you really shouldn't be in the fight if you know it's gonna get physically bad. But I get it. It's somehow in your paycheck. I don't understand. Also, bye. And oh, I didn't even know you were here. And, baby. And of course, cool, understandable. I understand. You do you, gal. You do you. Okay. Tell me why. This one time there was a fight in the bathroom. No one was able to go in there because the whole bathroom was surrounded, so teachers weren't able to get in. There was some girl, I think, jumping each other or whatever, and the teacher from our algebra class ran out, went to go help the situation, came back, and started ranting about how the girl was hitting her, blah blah blah. Ranting. I was like, okay, I I guess, ma'am, I guess. So I let her rant. I don't even care. But then she says this one absurd word, and yes, it's gonna sound racist. You're right to hear it. She says, "I hate that the black people always starting fights for no reason. Black people always starting fights for no reason." Like, ma'am, huh? Everyone stops and looks at her like, "Are you okay mentally? Do you realize what you just said?" And a student raised up their hand, and they're like, "Hey, teach, you know that sounds a bit racist." It's like, oh my gosh, you guys are so dramatic. It's not even racist. Like, if I said the N word, it's not even racist. It doesn't mean anything. What? What? Huh? Who? Huh? Who said that? What? Um, she never got fired. She left the school to go teach at another school filled with younger kids. So, I don't know what happened to her this day. Um, when the students said that, they just went quiet because they didn't even know what to say after that. None of us knew what to say. And um we did report this to higher ups and stuff, even like the school board. No one did anything because that's how school is. um in middle school I got in my first fight. I think I explained this in an old live video or just a video, but what happened was, um what happened, oh, so I was in gym. I was talking to an old friend. I'm not friends with them anymore. They kind of like ghosted me after middle school, which kind of sucked, I guess. Um, but yeah, they ghosted me after I literally took them to conventions and stuff. But that was just a toxic friend, I guess. Whatever. And so I think I was in gym. I was talking to my friend and whatever. I get hit with a basketball, and I turn around and it was some boys, whatever. They laughed. They're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We didn't even mean that." I'm like, "Okay." They Then they switched up the basketball with a volleyball. They're playing volleyball, whatever. I get hit in the head again. Of course, now I'm just pissed, and I tell them, "Hey, can you stop that now? Because now it just seems like you're doing it intentional." They're like, "No, no, no, we're not doing it intentional. It was just an accident, okay?" And I'm like, "Okay, I guess." So we move out the way a bit, and I'm like, maybe I'm just in the way. And we're playing basketball, whatever, messing with the basketball, throwing it in the hoop, grabbing it, throwing the hoop, la di da da, same thing, whatever. And out of nowhere, they come up to us, like, hey. And we're like, yeah? Like, hey, sorry for hitting you with the ball earlier. Should we throw at those girls though? And like, would you take the blame or do you want to throw at them? I'm like, no, I don't want to do any of that. Thank you for the offer though, I guess. I walk away. Now, keep in mind, we have a basketball, they have a volleyball. So, what they do is throw the volleyball at the girls and hit the girl on the head. And of course, I notice it and I get a little chuckle because who wouldn't laugh at someone getting hit with a freaking ball, you know? But that's just me. I have horrible broken humor. And you know what? I stop instantly. I'm like, no, that's not right. You also got hit in the ball with the head, everyone laughed. Just don't do it. So I go back to talk to my friend instantly. Somehow, I don't know how, some girl got some spidey sense or whatever, but I guess she heard me chuckle or whatever. And the boys who threw the ball at her told her these exact words. Oh, No, we didn't throw the ball. It was her and that boy over there. Huh? Me? He was like, huh? Huh? What? No, so maybe I shouldn't have laughed because that made it worse. The girl comes up to me with her little group of friends. Mind you, this is like a whole like freaking gang basically. Like there's tons of people. Like there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight people in the circle, including her. And she's like, "Hey, why did you throw the ball at me? Like, do you have some problem, whatever?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I didn't throw anything at you. See, we're playing with a basketball here. Then why did you laugh, huh? Because you got hit with the ball. Anyone would laugh. A lot of people would laugh. It's broken humor, ma'am. Like a lot of people do laugh at this kind of stuff, you know. She's like, it doesn't matter. Like you wanna fight or something. Like you threw the ball at me. I'm like, no, I didn't. Yeah, well those boys said you did. No, I didn't, ma'am. I really didn't. I do apologize for laughing. You know, it wasn't the right thing to do. That was me. But I didn't throw the ball at you. You can ask my friend here. Yeah, she didn't throw the ball at you guys. You know. Mind you, this girl, it seems to be slow because I need to somehow keep addressing to her we have a basketball in our damn hands. So, of course, she does not believe that. So, I'm like, okay, maybe there's cameras around her. Maybe we couldn't go ask the teacher. The teacher is nowhere to be seen. The teacher is gone. Do we know where the teacher is? No. Why? I have no damn idea. Where is the teacher? Gone. Where's the teacher? Dora the Explorer over here. I don't know. We might as well go get the map. I swear. And it's like, huh? Also, yeah, sure, go ahead. And it's like, huh? So I keep explaining to her, I'm like, no, I don't really want to fight because, one, I'm not trying to get suspended for something that I didn't do. Of course, she starts yelling, yapping, whatever. Her friends join in, whatever. I'm just ignoring her because I'm like, okay, whatever. And I walk away. Mind you, I'm being the grown person here. I'm walking away like a person should do. I'm walking away. She follows with her little gang, still yelling about the damn ball situation. I already apologized for chuckling. Okay. So I'm like, okay, what more does she want? I already told her it wasn't me, it was the boys. But she's still being pressed on about it. Like, ma'am, it's a ball. At the end of the day, you're not dying, you're not bleeding, you're all okay. Calm the hell down. No, no. She has to get to the issue. She has to know what happened. Okay. So she's still yelling. Out of nowhere, some short girl peers into the crowd and starts yelling. And she's asking her friends what's going on. And they tell her, oh, this girl threw a ball on my head and laughed about it. And out of nowhere, this short girl punches me in the face out of nowhere. Literally, out of nowhere. She runs towards me and punches me in the face. Out of nowhere. Okay? I'm gonna make an animation, don't worry. Also, well, I mean, you weren't really in the school, so, like, it wouldn't make sense if you were in the animation because you weren't in the school. So it kind of wouldn't make sense. Just to be honest, you know? Like, I could add you, but it's not like you were in the school, so it wouldn't make sense to add you if you weren't in the school. Not to be rude at the I'm just saying, you know? Anyways, back to what I was saying. And the girl punches me in the face out of nowhere. And for me, I, like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I think I have a I do have a Discord. I believe I put it into one of my recent videos or my post. No, I did put it in one of my posts of me saying I'm taking commissions, like drawing commissions and all that. I do remember putting in one of my posts, so if you see it in there, you should see my Discord and just add me and I'll add you back. Oh yeah, you don't, right? Uh, If you got any other social media, I have that there too, I think. Like Insta or whatever. Or Snapchat. Yeah, I do use Snapchat or Insta. Mm. Anyways, um, while you're typing that out, I'm continuing my story. Um, and after the girl strikes me in the face, for me, when I'm angry, I black out. So I don't realize what I'm doing. All I remember is hitting her in the face and everything going black. And when my eyes like finally focus on what's happening, I'm hitting her. She's on the floor. I'm hitting her out of free rage. Teacher walks in. She's screaming, "Get off her! Get off her! Get off her!" Pulls me off and is yelling at both of us. And I'm laughing, crying. That's how I am. When I'm angry, I laugh and cry at the same time. I don't know what it is, but I'm angry. So, and I'm fixing my hair, whatever. And I'm laughing my literal ass off. I'm just giggling, whatever. My friend says, "Hey, you need me to get your phone?" I'm like, "Yes, give me my phone, please." My phone's in the corner. They grab my phone, whatever. He gives it to me. I start heading to the some room where disciplined children go to, which is so dumb. And we get put in there, and the girl gets sent to the office so we don't fight again. Whatever. Teacher asks, "What happened?" I explain the whole story to her, and she starts saying, "Oh, that's not good, whatever." And somehow, because I'm not giving my device, it turns on to me being a bad person. So I told her, "No, I'm not gonna give you my phone," because the teacher was asking, "Hey, I'm gonna need your phone to be turned in." I don't give her my phone because one, I have asthma, so I use my phone only for medical reasons. Because, again, I have asthma. I have my inhaler, but because I know how the school is, they are not gonna get to me in time. Unlike my mother, who lives nearby, she will get to me in time because her job is right near where I am. So that's why I have my phone. And my mother has always said, "Do not give your phone, even if you are in trouble. Call me." I call her bursting. She's not answering. Cool. I send a message, leave it there. Tell her, "Hey, I got in a fight. I'm gonna need to be picked up." And so my last resort is to call my stepdad. I call him and I tell him, "Hey, so I kind of got in a fight. Can you come pick me up?" He's confused out of his mind. He's like, yeah, yeah, sure." So while he's getting his keys and all that, he's telling me, explain on the phone. I explained to him what happened and stuff. The girl in the back, excuse me, in the background is telling me, "Hey, get off your phone. Give me your phone, whatever." I'm like, "No, what?" and stuff. Apparently, the principal at this time was calling my mom, so that's why my mom didn't pick up. And my mom got told everything by the principal, and they had called the room, and the girl's like, "Hey, can you come up here and answer this phone, please?" I'm like, "Okay, whatever." I'm still on the phone with my stepdad. I tell him everything still at the same time, and I tell him, "Hold on one sec." I answer the phone, and it's not my mom, but the front desk, and they're like, "Hey, so you'll be suspended and stuff." I'm like, "Suspended for what?" They're like, "Well, ma'am, you got into a fight and this is how we take our dates." And I'm like, "You know what, whatever, I don't care." And I hang up the phone. And of course my teacher's like, "You can't do that and stuff." I'm like, "You know what, I don't care." And I go back to talking to my stepdad, and my stepdad's like, "Hey, I'm already on the way and stuff. um your mom says she should be on the way too, so I'm gonna turn back around and head back to the house. Your mom says she's already on the way. She's told me not to pick you up. I just saw her message, and so she'll be picking you up." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine with me." So my mom is picking me up, whatever. I'm waiting there, and my mom picks me up. She calls the front desk, like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my daughter and stuff." And once I leave the school, and before I even leave that classroom, mind you, the secure, security guard calls the teacher, and he's like, "Hey, um, someone, I'm not saying my real name, mom is here. Um, can you send her down so she can be, taken home?" This girl gets off the phone and she says, "Your people are here." What the hell is that supposed to mean? Like my mom? You can say my mom is here because the security guard literally said, someone, aka my name, "Mom is here. Mom is here." His exact words. And she said, "Your people are here." Like, huh? With the whole attitude. So you know what? I get up. I push the desk deliberately on the floor. I grab my bag and I leave the classroom. I go to the office and I instantly tell my mom right in front of the front desk lady, in front of the security guard too. And I said, "The lady in that room just told me that my people are here instead of saying my mom is here, even though the security guard literally said to her, your mother is here. Like, my mom is here. And my mom is furious. She starts yelling at the front desk lady, like, give me your principal now. I want to speak to this damn principal because there's no way that lady is saying something like that. That is full on horrible to say to a child. What the hell could she mean by that? You know, exact words. My mom is furious. When you mess with my mother about her children, she blows up on you. Like, she does not care what she says. She don't care if it's offensive. She don't even care if it's about a dead family member. She will lash out on you. She will lash out on you. And because it comes to her children. So she's lashing out whatever's office friend does. Like, I'm apologizing, apologizing, saying, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry, Um, um, the principal won't be here until tomorrow. I'm so sorry. He's not in today. He's in a meeting. I'm super, so sorry. I'll let him know instantly. She's like, you better write down my damn information this instant. Am I understood? She's like, yes, ma'am. I completely understand. We completely understand. He'll be informed instantly. She's like, it better be. And once we're leaving, the security guard's like, yeah, I do not tell her to say that. I promise you. She's like, no, I heard you, boo. You did not say that. I know what you said. I was right here. I don't know what the hell that girl's problem is. And she takes me to the car and I explained everything to her that happened and how I got suspended. How they told her directly I got suspended. First thing she does when we get into the car, calls my grandma. Tells her everything because my grandma is livid too. She's like, what the hell? Mija, ¿por qué? Why is my baby getting in trouble like that? She didn't even do anything wrong, you know? My grandma's defending it. I'm grandma's baby, whatever. And my mom's like, I don't know, ma. Freaking stupid over there. This woman, I don't know. I gotta call the from school board and all that. She calls the school board after. The school board gets informed about what happened, and she's asking them, take that record suspension off my record. After I'm done with my suspension, take it off my record. I do the suspension, I come back to school after a while. And guess what? Guess who got a short suspension? The girl who punched me in the face got a short suspension. Mind you, that short girl was apparently a senior? She was a senior. So she was visiting from another school. She was not even in my school. She was from a whole different school. And she just decided to punch a random kid, I guess. Because apparently she was friends with these girls. I don't know what it was. And to this day, she graduated, apparently. And I don't ever know what happened to that girl. Um, I wish her well, but I still got beef for that girl. I want a rematch, you know? I know I won that round, but like, I kind of want a rematch to test my strength. That's just me, though. Let's see. I have a ton of other stories, but I don't want to spill all of them just yet. I want to tell them all through my animation. So, this is also another announcement. I'm gonna be start animating. So, does that mean I'm quitting gotcha videos? No, I will not be quitting gotcha videos at all. I will be making gotcha videos and animations at the same time. Hope you don't mind. I have another reason I've not been posting is because I'm writing down scripts for each character. Characters get scripts, they get lessons. I have video plans for each of my characters. And I'm also gonna be starting a animation where I tell my life story through characters. If you have never watched Pet Peeves, I recommend go watching Pet Peeves, where this wonderful person tells their life story of everything that's happened to them through the trauma with characters they have made. Um, this is not me copying their story. This is not me, you know, taking their stories and claiming that's mine. No, I'm telling my own story in my life, and I'm telling the characters. And they did say in their own other videos, they did mention, hey, if you do end up doing something like this, telling your own story, please just give me credit for the idea. That's all I ask, because I got credit for them. So of course I'm gonna be doing them. You're gonna be seeing a lot of credit to pet peeves in each of my videos of characters. So because it's gonna be telling my story in my life. Um, Mind you, Pet Peeves is a natural person behind the screen. Along with me, I'm also a natural person and stuff. So we do take comments seriously. Um, Another thing I want to mention is my commissions are open. I'm only taking Cash App at the moment, so sorry about that. Um, if you would like to buy some art, I did put my prices in a post. I am remaking that post later on, in a few weeks. So please be patient about that. But yeah, and I'm taking commissions. My commissions do not close until maybe on the holidays. That's the only time they close and reopen. Other than that, because I need to make some money on the side for college, um, for feminine products and all that I need, and to treat myself sometimes, and also for medication that I need for my well-being and for my mom, because my mom, she's done a lot for me, and I like to treat her sometimes, with some money. That's the type of person I am. I like to spoil my mom a bit. Like, I take in money for my birthday and all that, like my birthday party, but I also want to spoil my mom sometimes a bit. She's done a lot for me, and it's not right that I save all this money and don't spend some on her. And I would like to spend some money at least on myself and for feminine products, medicine, college, future car, gas. I want to save up. So I open commissions so you can go buy art and stuff. The art is pretty cheap at the moment until I remake we call it the post. For now, each drawing is at $5. So all drawings you buy is gonna be $5. If it's like a big drawing where you want a background, full body character and all that, it is gonna be around $10 because it's gonna take a long time, and I would need an exact date when you want it done and stuff, and I would also email or text you whatever. Hey, can't get it done right now. Unfortunately, are you able to wait, or is this very important to be done? You know, it's just gonna how it's gonna go. Um, but yeah, um, but that's my future plans for now. I am gonna have to end the stream in a second right now. But yeah, I'm talking as fast as I can because I gotta get end the stream. My phone needs to charge. But please be patient with all my future plans and stuff. Um, Discord, Instagram, all that's open to DMs. So